8 sneakers that trended, that were trends that started in hip hop. This is an article that I saw. You know I'm a sneakerhead. You are as well. No, you don't care.
Don't care.
And I know you go to Shoe Carnival.
Yeah, look. Hey, shout out to everybody else who goes to Shoe Carnival.
I ain't funny.
You know what I'm saying? Just need something functional
Jay Moore
with a little bit of fashion.
Y'all gonna buy them new Drakes? Them Drakes is trash, by the way.
I haven't seen it.
Well, Drake has shoes.
Said I'm a
I didn't even know he had shoes.
He has his own Nike silhouette, and it's terrible.
Trash.
Yeah,
Well, maybe it'll be Shoe Carnival. I'll be
It
able
looks real orthopedic. It's real orthopedic and not cool dad shoeish.
Okay.
Like Nike Monarchs.
Steph Curry's that they sell at Kohl's.
Like Nike Monarchs.
Why you have to? You ain't have to do that.
What?
You ain't have to do that to Under Armour. Don't
Steph
do
Curry got a cool pair of shoes though.
Yeah, but I remember those first
I mean,
ones.
they ain't for me personally.
They're not
they
for
ain't
me.
But
They're not trash. I will say that the Under Armours aren't trash, but these are 8 sneakers that are credited being the wave being started by hip hop. The Adidas Superstar, I think,
absolutely.
no brainer. That's how I got put on, especially.
I need to hang that picture up.
And that's because known as shell toes.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what we call it.
Look, I mean, it's just like I didn't realize that. I mean, I should have known better, but everyone I was around called the Nike Cortezes the dope mans.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure Nike didn't call them the dope mans, but that's all I heard. That's all I heard people in St. Louis call them is dope mans.
That's what they call them here too. I thought that was the name.
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Oh,
Kendrick got a pair of dope mans out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I Lone had a pair of dope man. I've known you a long time. So stop, Red August. Then they go to Air Force Ones, and my thing is, I don't know if the wave was as big, but there was an Air Force One wave in the league in the NBA that preceded what they talked about.
That's why scoring was down.
Don't do that.
Don't tell that to Rasheed Waller because he show hooped
in them with
but he put his orthotics in there first.
Man, he had to do something because I used to wonder how's he hooping in high top Air Forces.
How are his ankles now?
Who knows?
Probably bad.
Probably swollen.
Yeah. I don't know about that. What?
Thing about Air Force Ones is they were big on the East Coast.
True.
So along with the shell toes, they also rocked Air Force Ones back when Air Force Ones probably were like $40, $50.
Yes.
Now when Nelly made the song Air Force Ones,
I think that helped.
It helped, but I mean, it was still popular. Like even when I was in high school, Air Force Ones were popular.
Me too.
And that's before Nelly's song and all that stuff came out. People were copping Air Force Ones.
When you hear Dame talk about they used to cop new pairs in Harlem, like would never rock a pair more than once.
Yeah, so we're talking about mid to late 90s here.
Yeah.
On Air Force Ones. Nelly didn't make his song till like what, 2004?
Yeah, 2003,
4.
Yeah.
And since then, I mean, Air Force Ones have always been a staple. Like they never left since then. So I think that's true.
I know it was a wave in the league, but you know, I guess I might sway my opinion with that. That's actually a good breakdown, especially thinking about Dame and the East Coast presence. So
yeah,
I ain't mad at that. Air Jordan 1. They're crediting that with hip hop as well. You know, that had controversy when it came out.
A similar silhouette to the Air Force One.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's Jordans.
Mm-hmm. I mean, but Jordan was going to be Jordan regardless, wasn't it?
I mean, who knows? Jordan could have, I mean, before Nike bought Converse, Jordan wore Converse. He actually, I think, almost signed with Adidas.
Yeah, he wanted to sign with Adidas initially.
Yeah. That would have changed their life.
It only would have changed their life if they had Tinker Hatfield designing the shoe.
Shout out to Tinker. Legend. Definitely a legend. I guess with the Air Jordan 1, I think Mike was going to
guess?
Mike was going Mike, man.
Come on, man.
Mike was going Mike. Mike was going Mike on Nike.
But just think about Air Force. The first Jordans were what, $54 or something. It was a couple years before they moved the Jordans into the $100 category.
Okay. Well,
they used to sell Jordans at Sears.
Yeah. Well, they sold a lot of cool stuff at Sears, to be honest with you.
Well, yeah.
Sears and Roebuck.
Yeah. Shout out to Sears.
Yeah, back in the day, I mean, everybody know they got the Sears catalog around Christmas time.
Remember when you get the wish book and you look in there for the toys that you want?
Straight up.
Yep.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Now this is a no-brainer to me, the Timbs. So
yeah,
Timbs is a no-brainer to me. I don't even think it's nothing to talk about with that. The Wallabies, the Clark Wallabies.
Oh, definitely.
I'm thinking Wu-Tang. You know, for me, Big was even rocking them like Nas.
Like all of these shoes have something that's similar that they were all made popular by the East Coast.
What's crazy is I associate those immediately with Ghost.
Yeah.
Whenever I think about
already,
I think it's Spools.
Yeah, well,
shout out to the homie Spools.
Yeah,
Spools keep a clean pair of Wallabies.
He's got a Wallaby autographed by Ghostface.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, he's serious about it too. Like, good point. Good point. Shout out to
they're
the
comfortable
Spools.
shoes.
They are.
They had a pair. I remember Eastland made a well, I ain't gonna say knockoff, but
Eastland had his own silhouette that was dope too. I ain't gonna, you can't really cold, front. Though. You can't front on Eastland.
No, I wasn't. I was about to give them their P's because they had a silhouette that was dope in that style. So shout out to them. Now the Puma Suede. Do you think?
Yeah, it's iconic because of what it represents and where it started from. It's one of those shoes that came along the same time as the shell toe.
They got
just didn't have the same lasting presence as the shell toe, but it's still coming back.
They got listed as break dancers and hip hop artists of the '80s.
Yeah,
being associated, which I can see that. Clyde Frazier had his Puma game was high in the '70s.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you can say this one.
Puma's actually having a comeback right now.
Well, you know, because Nipsey Hussle had that relationship with Puma.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Jay-Z actually has a position with Puma now as well.
Yeah, so that's definitely helped them. Even LaMelo Ball, he signed with Puma, and you know he was big baller brand out the gate.
J. Cole got his own Puma.
He got a couple joints I think he's released. He's probably on shoe 2 or 3.
No, it's all the same.
Is it all the same one?
Just different colors.
Okay, I didn't pay too much attention to him, so I ain't gonna lie. I know this is a sensitive topic for you, but the Ewing, the Ewing 33 high.
I didn't know the Ewings were that popular to where they're considered as one of the most 8 iconic hip hop shoes.
I had it associated with hoop only. I don't know the hip hop.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we ain't East Coast enough.
You haven't heard the Patrick Ewing rap album?
Oh, you got one?
Can you imagine it?
No, absolutely not.
I ain't
Your reggae album.
I ain't gonna even go there. I don't know what that mug would have sounded like. I'm gonna leave that alone. Shout out to Pat.
On the white Ewins.
I don't know if I could associate. We got to be from a certain area. But they were.
They just. I don't see them being an iconic hip hop silhouette though.
Nah, Ewing's is more hoop to me when I was growing up. Just knowing that Patrick Ewing had the shoes that was cold with the
shout out to the Olympic pair that I had to have.
Yeah, that ain't what you wanted though.
Shout out to everybody who was a New York Knicks fan but still bought Jordans instead of Ewings.
Oh, that's tough. Don't do
in the
that.
80s and 90s.
Oh, there's gonna be a fan base that's gonna be upset about that.
Y'all remember when Ewing actually wore Adidas first?
Yes.
I had those, the pair of Adidas that Ewing actually wore. I had those back when I was a kid.
Okay.
I'm not giving them this one on their hip hop list. I don't see that.
They can miss me with that one.
K-Swiss tennis classics.
No, those are a classic, but it's not a hip hop classic.
Lone was even like, what?
Who wore those? Aaliyah?
Nah, Aaliyah didn't even wear those.
I remember I bought some K-Swiss one time and I got them home and I just looked at them in the box. I'm like, nah, these are going back.
Nah, a pair of all white classic K-Swiss was actually key back in the day, but I don't see him as a hip hop sneaker though.
No.
See, this is what I'm saying though, as it relates to the list. I checked these off. These are not on there. You can get a pair of K-Swiss with a nice little outfit when you're young, all white, and you can kill them, Jay Moore. I don't know what you're talking about.
So what are we replacing? What are we replacing the K-Swiss and the Ewings with?
I would replace those with
bare feet.
Feet, just feet.
Oh man.
Might be more accurate.
Yeah,
it might be accurate. it might be more accurate.
I don't know. Maybe at that time.
What about Hirachis?
Hip hop. I think more of Fab Five when I think
Yeezys?
of Hirachis.
What
about those first Grant Hills?
Nah,
that's not hip hop.
The first Grant Hills was solid.
They was cold though.
I mean, I just remember because Pac had them on the insert of All Eyes.
You know what though? Lone, you might have just trolled your way into a good one.
But that's a recent thing. We're talking more like.
But I'm saying like the Yeezys are huge.
They are.
Like, I think he might have fell into one on that one as a replacement.
He said he jumped over Jumpman. Now he didn't necessarily jump over Jumpman, but his shoes have a stake in today's shoe game. Definitely.
What about those
That's a good one,
blue
Lon.
high top Adidas that Puerto Rican girls who could fight would wear.
Nah,
Wow.
I ain't-
That's what you remember?
I ain't hit.
Wow.
I kind of know what you're talking about.
Hey, the chat is lit. We've been getting dragged on the last topic too, by the way. I just saw that. Barkley's Bo Jacksons. I like that suggestion. Nicole
Bo
is
Jackson's
Those were
absolutely-
just that just more had to do with athletics.
I don't know. No.
They was
no,
big
no.
in the streets.
Anything expensive was big in the streets.
That's
though.
true.
Reebok pumps were big in the streets for us.
Yeah, Reebok pumps, and that's true.
to be associated with hip hop though, man, there's got to be something that's crazy, and K-Swiss ain't it.
Because think about it, like Air Force Ones and shell toes are athletic shoes that are not comfortable.
At all.
Absolutely.
At
It
all.
really is fashion over function with those.
Actually, Rasheed Wallace should get P's for hooping Air Force Ones.
No, because
There's no way
I
possible
heard,
hoop Air
I
Force
heard,
One.
and he did he shot to Bomani Jones. I heard a throwback interview he did, and one of the questions was like, "How were you hooping?" And in A1s, he was like, "Oh, I had custom orthotics."
I was about to say, yeah.
And like, there was no way I could just hoop in some a stock Air Force Ones. You can barely walk down the street in them joints.
Yeah, there's no way you can hoop in.
Shoot, Jordan ones ain't the most comfortable
No
silhouette.
Remember when Jordan tried to put them on during his last season and his feet were
was
bleeding?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I asked because like I've never owned a pair of Jordans, which I know people are like, well, no.
Well,
if you listen to the show, it
Some are
should make
comfortable.
sense.
It's cool.
And I asked, well, you know, some of my people were sneakerheads. It's like, are they at least comfortable shoes for all
Some
the
of
money?
them
He got some comfortable
Some
ones
of them.
now.
I have two pairs, and one of them's actually both of them are really comfortable.
Yeah, he got some comfortable. Mike got some comfortable shoes now. I ain't gonna lie. The
But-
Jordan 11 is one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever put on.
What about the ones with the patent leather on them?
That's the 11.
That's 11.
Now that one right there is comfortable.
Some of them have a lot of support.
Okay.
Them 11s,
Jordan's ones ain't it though.
that ain't it.
Those are completely aesthetically pleasing shoes.
J Moore, but I'm gonna need you to, man, embrace the fact that you go to Shoe Carnival and
Oh
spin
no,
the
I've
wheel, bro.
embraced
Just
it.
spin the
I
wheel.
have no problem.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that.
I have no problem. I'll get in there.
Yeah, I've spun the wheel before.
Like
Yeah,
I said,
it's all
I
good.
had my shoes are literally the last pair of Adidas I had because you know I talk about how I go running. Like the glue had to come off of them, and I was like, well, I guess I need a new pair of tennis shoes.
Hey, yeah.
I've had one of the pair of Jordans was gifted to me. The other
Okay.
pair that I had, I bought, but they were comfortable. Shouts to 𝗲𝗎𝗎. Rest in peace to 𝗲𝗎𝗎, local MC, producer who passed away a few years ago. But
Yeah.
I remember having a conversation with him about Jordans, and he used to buy them specifically because of the support and because he had to stand up all the time. He's like, these are great.
Well,
For that.
I've never heard
So-
that approach to Cop and J's. That's a new one for me.
Well, no, I mean,
Yeah,
if
that's a
it's
new one for
really
me.
about, you know, if they really are quality, I mean, because people like, of course, I love my Polo Ralph Lauren. You know, that's where where I'll come off some money.
Yeah.
But like I
You go buy
have,
some polo shoes.
Stop.
yeah, I actually have some
Polo
polo
boots.
Boots.
I
You
have
have
some
to be-
boots is
I
fire.
have some dress shoes. I have some casual shoes.
Polo got some fire
Um,
boots.
But the thing is, like, not as of late. Like I have, you know, pieces in my polo collection I've had for 15, 20 years.
Because it don't go out of style.
It doesn't go out of style.
Kind of like Jay-Z.
And
See, here you go.
see where you're going.
See, there you go.
That's that Northeast thinking.
Yeah, there you go.
No, it doesn't go out of style, and you know it doesn't fall apart either. You know, it's good enough quality to where I have a rugby that I got in 1997. I still have it there.
Man, I wish I still had some of my rugbies from '97.
They'd be worth big money.
We used to wear our clothes big back then, so it would fit perfectly right now.
Yep. Oh, them polo rugbies would like
That's a good
when
assessment right there.
when it was
I still have hoodies that I've had for 20 years.
yeah.
Man,
When Power
I had a nice
Book of
collection.
Canaan came out and they had all those retro, I was like,
Yeah.
where are they getting this stuff?
man, I had a nice collection. I had Tommy rugbies. I had polo rugbies.
Those
I had
Tommy
Nautica rugbies.
those would be the lick right now.
Man,
It's considered vintage. Like this is the crazy thing about Tommy, like bootleg Tommy stuff
yeah.
is going
The
for
stuff
money.
that I used to live. Man, I remember my
My grandfather used to try to get me to buy.
my aunt used to sell bootleg Tommy. I remember she knew I was into like Tommy and polo and all that.
Right.
I remember she came to the house with all this stuff that she had got. And
Come get this
I'm just
to my.
looking at it. And I'm like, it ain't Ralph though. before
sound like
Kanye. And I felt bad because I think I might have picked one item just because just so I didn't hurt her feelings. So I picked one item and never wore it.
It was 𝗂𝗏 Hilfiger.
Shout out to my people on 69th and Ashland in Chicago. They used to have every knockoff under the sun in any size.
My senior pictures show you that I attest to what I'm saying here.
We're gonna try to get that pulled up for y'all.
Nah, you ain't gotta see it. Just take my word for
They
it.
got the shoes instead of the Jordans. They're the 𝗏𝗄𝗧.
Stop,
the
man.
𝗏𝗄𝗧 silhouette.
To where he's doing like this.
And
He's ducking.